What is going on, you guys? My name is John Didact. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different for today's vlog. We are going to be making red velvet Oreo cheesecake. I've never made cheesecake before, so this is going to be fun. Let's jump into the kitchen and do that. Alright, boys and girls, so there's going to be two ways to do this. The first way is the cheater's way, which is what I'm going to do, and that is to buy a pre-made pie crust. But if you want to, you can make a pie crust out of your Oreos. I just didn't want to do it, and I don't own a springform pan, so ingredients we're going to need, of course, is going to be cream cheese. We need 3 blocks of this. I have 4 here. It needs to be slightly softened, so just take it out of the fridge a few minutes before you start. Red velvet Oreos. Also going to need some things like sugar, vanilla extract, and 3 eggs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Next, in a large mixing bowl, combine 3 blocks of cream cheese, ¾ a cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Then mix until well blended. Alright, so at this time the cream cheese mixture is looking a lot like fluffed up butter, so now we want to add our eggs one at a time. Alright guys, so last step before we put this into our pan is to take about 4 or 5 Oreos and crush them up and mix them in with this. Last step before adding it to your pan is to fold the Oreos into the batter. Now fill the pan with your batter and add a few extra Oreos on top for decoration. Alright guys, so with pie prep all done, the only thing left is to stick it into the oven. Now the only reason I'm holding my camera is my tripod literally just broke right after I got done filming, but look at that! Oreo cheesecake. Wish I could eat it now. It needs to cook though. Like 40 minutes in the oven, and it's gotta sit overnight. So it'll be tomorrow's snack. Alright guys, so while that's baking, let's talk about some stuff. We're gonna give you like an update. Like we normally do in the vlog, except this is like something that I do every 2 months, and where instead of talking about myself, which I'm still talking about myself, I'm talking about like the channel in general, because I feel like it is important for me to relate to you, the people who watch me, what's going on as far as how my video schedule is. So as you guys know, my video schedule has been pretty consistent. Every Saturday at some point during the day I upload a vlog, whether it be early in the morning or late into the night, but sometime on Saturday. Right now I'm not planning on changing that schedule. The Saturday schedule works for me. I have the most energy and the most free time on Saturdays, so making the vlog on Saturdays is probably not going to change. However, we are going to be adding a new video to the roster. This is only going to be something that I do, well actually it's probably going to be something I do through the summer. It's going to be on Sundays, and basically what it is going to be a breakdown, review, and reaction of whatever show that I'm watching that Sunday. So right now it's The Walking Dead. In a few months it's going to be Game of Thrones, and so on and so forth. You know, whatever's going on Sundays throughout the year. I do watch a lot of shows. Those are the 2 big ones though. And those are probably going to be the ones I do at least through the summer. The Walking Dead video that I made last weekend that ended up becoming, I guess, my upload for last weekend. That was the first time I haven't done a vlog on a Saturday. It is quickly becoming one of my most popular videos that I've posted, and that's just a big surprise to me. It's last time I checked on it, it was just under, or it possibly even has hit already 1,000 views, which is crazy for me to have something like that uploaded and get that many views in just like 5 days. Just like, wow. And I regret not having a camera on me when I actually had my reaction during that video, because 20-30 minutes before I had recorded that, I mean, I freaked out, and it would have been awesome to get that on camera. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to record myself watching these shows and cut it down to only the interesting parts and then talk about it at the end of it. Going through the entire episode should only take about 5 minutes. Going to be reducing down 40 minutes worth of content down to a 5-minute segment, and then the rest of it is going to be me talking about the episode and what I thought about it and what my thoughts are on what's going to happen in the next episode. If you guys are fans of The Walking Dead, expect that video tomorrow. It's going to be... Actually, might have to expect it on Monday, because I've recorded those things really late at night, and then I have to be to work at 7 o'clock in the morning the next day. So maybe I'll do those uploads on Monday, but they'll be recorded on Sunday and uploaded on Monday. But expect those videos coming. If it's a really good reaction, I'll get it out that Sunday night. I don't expect nothing super exciting to happen for the rest of the season until maybe finale of this season. We'll see. Okay, so with the channel updates out of the way and you guys getting all caught up on that, knowing what's going to be happening with the upload schedule, I wanted to talk about something that's going on personally in my life. So a few weeks ago, I uploaded a video, at least I'm pretty sure I did, where I talked about how I was given a time frame of which I had to be out of this house. Since then, I have been looking for places and talking to people and trying to figure out something, and what it comes down to is that I will not be able to live on my own with the amount of bills that I have at the current time. Even with the amount of money that I make, I couldn't afford a place by myself, all of my bills, and be able to feed myself, which, I mean, when you get... It's just a balancing act, and people are like, well, why don't you get a roommate? Why don't you do this or that? And it's like, I've been looking for a roommate. The only person locally who could or is interested to be my roommate, he's already in a place, and he doesn't want to move out of that place just for my sake. He'd rather have me try to figure it out on my own, but he says that if they lose a roommate over at his place, or if they get evicted out of their place and they have to find a new place, that they're going to come to me and look for a place with me. But there's a pretty good chance none of that's going to happen. So what am I going to do? So it's really exciting. This is a big announcement for me. I am going to be making a very big move. At least as of this moment, as long as nothing changes, all of my plans go through until June, I'm going to be moving down south to Texas with this guy. Colby, I hope you don't mind if I showed your face in the video, but I wanted to let everybody know who I'm moving down to Texas with. So why am I moving to Texas? Well, I mean, for one, it's kind of a necessity thing. I don't have anywhere else to go, and I'm not moving back in with my parents. It sucks that all of my family is up here, and the only family that I have down there is my grandmother over in New Mexico, which is pretty close to Texas, but it's something like an 8-hour drive from where I'd be living, so it's still not super great. Some people live farther than that away, and they're a couple of states away. Texas is a big place. And it's gonna be different and interesting, but it's also gonna be fun and exciting because it's a place that I've never been to before. It's a whole new experience. Granted, I mean, I'm losing my career at Staples, and that's been weighing heavily on me recently. And like I said, I'm going to be leaving my family behind to move down there, and going to be risking not having a very secure financial plan when I move down there, because I mean, I'm pretty solid here. I make enough money to do what I need to do, pay my bills, pay my rent, buy myself food every week. But down there, though, I mean, there's no guarantee of any of that. You know, you just never know what's going to happen. And Colby has reassured me that he's confident he can get me a job where he works. But what if, you know, what if that ends up not working out? Maybe they don't want to hire me, or maybe, because right now they're understaffed, maybe they'll be overstaffed when I move down there. Just all these things weighing heavily on my mind. What I want you guys to think about is that this is going to open up an opportunity for me. There are some great filmmaking schools down in Texas. There are a lot of filmmaking companies down in Texas, one of which is just my personal favorite company ever, and I would love to be able to try to work for them, and that's Rooster Teeth. But it's still a long road ahead. I have to get my financial plan more solid, and I've been looking at it and working my numbers, and I really think that if I wait until this summer, I keep my job here, and I just keep working at my all of my debt and stuff, by this summer it's going to be manageable enough that I could afford to pay rent down there, pay my bills that technically all exist up here, and still be able to take care of myself. On a minimum wage job. But I'm really excited. I try not to think about, you know, all of the what ifs and all of the negative things that that tend to roll into people's brains when they're thinking about doing something like this. I think about the positives. It's going to be really fun down in Texas. It's a completely new experience. Up here in Montana, it's all, you know, wilderness and cold in the winters and miserable half of the year. Down there, it's probably warm all fucking year round. Lots of rain, lots of sunshine, lots of desert. I don't know. I used to live when I was a kid in Arizona, so I assume that Texas is going to be a lot like Arizona. Hopefully it's not humid. That's the only thing that I can't stand is humidity. I fucking hate humidity. I could deal with dry heat up the fucking wazoo, but I hate humidity. When I was in the Army and I was in Georgia and I was in Mississippi and I had to deal with that shit, fucking hate it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about everything that I've talked about in this video down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the cheesecake recipe if you tried it. I know my video was super hard to follow probably. I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet. I mean, cheesecake is not that hard to do. I didn't do it right technically, but it should still come out fine, and I'm really excited to eat it tomorrow. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment on the stuff. I'll see you next time.